What's up, everyone? My name is Starboy. Today, we are exploring one of Alaska's most underrated and mysterious places, the historical town of Hope. Let's go back in time.
Tucked in between the mountains and the sea lies a town called Hope, Alaska. This place once used to be a gold rush town, but now it's a retreat place of silence. Today we are going into Hope to figure out what is left of this town. Are there any people still living in this town? We are going into Hope and figuring out that for our own self. Let's go. Guys, I want to say, we have been driving for about 10 minutes, and for the past 10 minutes, our cell phones are not working for one, and I haven't seen one single car pass us. Actually, we have seen many tops of mountains, like the top of the mountains while we are driving. So right now we are starting to get very worried a little bit because we don't know what's ahead. We saw one individual down the road and they was taking off their clothes. I don't know for what reason, but we're gonna keep going. Hopefully we get there in one piece and return in one piece. These roads are like something out of a movie. No cell phone service, no distractions, just you and the wild. It is such a mind refreshing.
The drive to Hope is worth the trip alone. Following the Turnagain Arm, every curve gives you another postcard view. It feels like the world is slowly falling away.
Hello, so we just entered Hope, Alaska. A little history about Hope, Alaska. Hope, Alaska was found in 1896. Right the same year gold was discovered in America, long before Anchorage was ever found. But now it is home to little under 150 people. And actually, you can actually see Russia from Hope, Alaska. Hopefully we'll be able to see some of that, but let's continue with the journey.
Now this place is home to over 150 people, but the spirit of gold still lingers around. People here come to this place to escape the noise. There is something healing about this place. Being out here makes you feel like, what would the world be like back in the days? Living off the land, chasing gold, sleeping under the stars.
Right now we are at Coldwater's Lodge and Market. There is something about Hope. People come here to relax and get away from the noise. And there's just something about this place. You only hear the ocean, the trees swaying. And if you come with me over here to see, it says, close till further notice. For lodging and reservation questions, call this number. It looks like this place haven't seen people in a very long time. Like you can see, it says, no open alcohol on deck. And from, even if you see on the ground, you can tell that there haven't been people here in a very long time. You want to check the stairs and see? I would actually want to see what is up here.
Hope isn't loud. It doesn't need to be. It's a place that reminds you of how quiet and powerful Alaska can be.
Wow.
If you are ever in Alaska, take
outside.
a detour, come to Hope, slow down, listen, you might just find some gold.
As you can see, this place seems abandoned. It don't seem like anybody is here or anything is going on here in a long time. But the views are crazy. One thing I like about this place is even the woods on the wall, you can tell that this place It's been designed from a very old school design, but it speaks peace. They have a Bear Creek Lodge. Let's go see what's going on at the Bear Creek.
Legend says a prospector named Silas McGraw vanished in the early 1900s after striking gold on the Resurrection Creek. Some say he was robbed. Others claim he hid his gold and disappeared on a quiet night. Locals claim you can still hear the sound of the pickaxe echoing through the trees, but no one is there.
So we had another location called Bears Creek, and it seems like there's nobody in this place. The place is just quiet. Let's take a little walk towards this. This truck looks so awesome. This truck reminds me of like back in the days, in the 90s, like, or the 80s. This is what they used to transport the wood and different places. I do see it looks like there's some type of construction going on back there, but we're gonna check there. I want to see what they have over here. There's a telephone booth over here. Guys, let's see if we can go inside. Oh, you see that? It's basically like a tunnel. So what I'm thinking is the Bear Creek Lodge, that this is the main office, and this is it said the Trapper Dan. Trapper Dan's? Why do that name sound familiar? Trapper Dan. So you think anybody stay here?
Might be, might not. I don't know. This shit feels dead.
I don't think there's anybody that stays here. Like, would you think you would? I would not think I would have came to a place. It's far. We drove about 2 hours to get here, and different signs to tell us like how dangerous this place is. But since we entered the town, I have yet to see one person. So let's go around and check the other side. I'm not sure. Like, I was thinking, right? Coming to places like this, right? Like, and just staying here by yourself, just getting away from civilization and just enjoying it. Let's try to go find somebody. We've been here for about 15 minutes now, and we still haven't found a single individual in this town. But everything looks old and new at the same time. Looks like it's a truck out here. Let's see. Oh, San Diego now. It's called the Creek Bend. The Creek Bend Company. Huh. So we just got to Creek Bend Company. I'm still looking for somebody, but it do look like there's signs of life here. So let's go inside and see if we can find anybody. Very quiet. Yeah, somebody's coming. Oh, hello. How you doing? Actually, we are 2 hours away coming from Anchorage. We just came here on one purpose, just to know about the town. Okay, awesome. We finally found the first person over here in Hope, Alaska, and we are going to ask questions, and hopefully we'll get to know about what the town is, how the town is here, and how the people are living here. Let's go talk to him probably on this side. Oh yeah, yeah, this is nice. Yeah, he's probably having a little barbecue. The air, even the air out here smells different. Oh wow, it looks like a cabin back. This actually is bigger than like what we probably thought it was, huh? Heard that? That's big lucky. I hear him. You probably just paranoid. So out here you can already tell, like, it's different. You have bigger mountains than the ones we have in Anchorage. So it's very nice. We are very curious. That's not good. You're on good energy. Let me get other questions I need to ask. It's definitely different. Oh, there you go. Good, good. How you doing?
Bad.
Nice to meet you. They call me Starboy.
Starboy?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about, what's your name?
Eugene.
Eugene. How
Yeah.
you doing?
Nah, not bad. Beautiful day. Was watching basketball.
I seen that during the,
Yeah.
because we came up here, we from Anchorage,
Okay.
but since when we got here for about 20-30 minutes ago,
Yeah.
we are still yet, you are the first person we
Very
encounter.
quiet now. Very
So-
quiet. In a few weeks there'll be music and stuff, but now it's
Okay,
still April. It's still winter.
how long have you lived in Hope, Alaska, and what brought you here?
Just kind of moved up to Alaska for work. I lived in Girdwood, came here, whatever, like in 2008, 2009.
Wow, you've been here since 2009?
Yeah.
What brought you up here, if you don't mind me asking?
I was living in Cape Town in South Africa and ran out of
What?
money and I couldn't pay my rent anymore, so I had to come to America to work. So I came for 1 year, and when I lived in Girdwood in the winter, I had friends there who lived here. So
Wow.
I came to Hope and I was like, oh, Hope's pretty cool, and kind of just mostly stayed. But
If I may ask, what made you go to South Africa?
I met a lady who was from there.
Oh wow,
She lived in London. I
look
was
at you
living
into the Africans.
I was living in Houston and was like, I had friends in Buenos Aires and friends other places, and was like thinking where to go. Same, I was working for like a year and then go travel.
Oh,
And
wow.
she was moving from London back to Cape Town. So it was like, I'll find a place. You can come down here for a year. And like I got a visa, like not a marriage visa, but like a
Like,
stay and work, you live together visa.
Okay,
I forgot what
okay,
they call it.
yeah,
I paid a little money and they gave you a visa for like 3 years. I only stayed 1 year because I made no money. But-
what do you love about this place?
Trees, the snow, the quiet. In the summer there's people, but in the winter it's very quiet. Like, there's
I-
only 150 people in town. We're all community. It's like a little village.
Kind of everybody knows
Yeah,
everybody.
You take care of people even if you don't really like them. You still help them.
'Cause that's-
because you have to. But most people are
And
the
you-
end of the road. You come here for a reason. You come here because whatever. But we all know that even though we're different, we come here because we want to be here. It's a beautiful spot. Yeah.
What's the hardest part about living here?
For most people, it's the dark, the cold, in the winter, being isolated. Yeah.
That's difficult for people, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you have a few friends you can go see, if you can read a good book, if you have a job in the winter, maybe different. Everyone's different. For me, the dark doesn't bother me so much, but it's nice to leave in the wintertime for a little bit, take a break. Go see your family in Oklahoma, go to Mexico, go to somewhere, I don't know.
You talked about the community is like well known. How does the community come together in tough times, especially in the harsh winter?
No, I mean, so when we first lived here, we lived in a little house, only had electricity, an outhouse, no shower. All the neighbors let us borrow their shower, their washer and dryer. If they go leave for 2 weeks, they say, you come house sit. You know, stay in the house, look after the dog if there's a dog or a cat, whatever. But they also remember 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the same for them. Like they have pictures of their kids and their kids are in a, you know, just in a pot on the stove and that's their water. We heat our water on the stove to bathe our child.
That's almost sound like
One
how
lady,
I lived in Africa.
She would always say, you know, come borrow the shower and borrow the washer and dryer. But when I was here in the 70s, we didn't have electricity. So
wow.
I don't feel sorry for you, but I'm gonna help you, and that's what you do in a community. It's like a joke, you know. Like
definitely. Are there
so
any...
now, if you have a house and someone else needs a shower, you're like, yeah, come borrow my shower, no problem.
And then
Borrow
you
some
just...
water, yeah. You just little things like that.
It speaks like more of like a village, but also like community love.
Yeah,
What are there any legends or ghost stories heard about this?
The Seaview supposedly has a ghost. Ivor near house owned it in like the 50s, 60s. He died in 60, before the earthquake, like in 62 or 3 or something maybe. But there, yeah, people say that there's a ghost there, that his ghost is there. It's a nice ghost. I've never felt it or know, but I know people in town who, they'll be sitting at the table and just be like, it's like a nice presence that come by and like doesn't give them a hug, but it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
So who knows? And then the library used to be the school. Yeah, the library is, if you go, like follow the dirt road, like out this way, just go left as you leave the place. You'll drive to the old town. There's an old museum that's open.
Town, like
That's what you'll see. Yeah, you can walk too. Drive down the road and kind of winds its way to like the end of where you get to the water, and then you come back out and you'll get on the highway here. This little bit, it's only like half a mile that wraps around. But in the library that used to be the school back like in the 30s, apparently there's a lady that stays upstairs. Some ghost also, people say.
So it's not only one, it's a
Apparently. I've never seen them, I don't know.
Wow, man.
But those are the rumors in town.
What is your favorite place to go here?
And Hope?
Yeah.
Up Palmer Creek, which is that big valley that goes up there.
What is up there?
So just more of this, but no town, just beautiful nature and all the stuff. But it's, yeah, beautiful drive. You get elevation.
Where would you say have the most place where everybody kind of gathers up here?
In Hope? I mean, in the summer, here you have music.
I mean, this is very beautiful.
Yeah, this has been like more new, 6 or 7 years old. The Seaview was a very popular place in the summer. There's a little restaurant that has music. People gather there.
that's good.
There's a social hall.
That's when they get that house
old
built
kind
on
of part of town.
stilts.
And you see the Seaview and the library and all that. It was built 1902, but that's why we would go to have like kids' birthdays or Thanksgiving or Christmas in the winter when it's just us. You know, there'll be like 50 people who will go there and have Christmas or do some little celebration.
That's the party in the area.
Yeah. There's no water. You bring your food. We start a big fire. Everyone just hangs out in this old log building. Or you go to someone's house. In the wintertime, you just 5 people, 10 people, 15 people. You go to someone's house and everyone has dinner and hangs out for the night.
Swavy, you think we can make it out here?
Yeah, you can in the winter. Yeah.
If
You
you
gotta
would,
stay for the winter. Yeah, it's fun. It's different. But
if you would describe this place in one word, what would it be?
special, I guess. Yeah. I've traveled a lot of different places, a lot of different countries, and this place, yeah, definitely kind of speaks to me. Not to everybody. There's only 150 or 200 of us here.
What would
But
you
it
somebody?
speaks to us, so we stay here. Right?
What would somebody who is thinking of moving out here know?
It's not easy. It's not cheap up here. Everything in Alaska is expensive.
And I
Sort of
noticed that from the difference of price when I drove 1 hour
Yeah.
out of Anchorage.
Yeah. No, well, depends where you go. Anchorage is expensive. Girdwood's expensive. Hope is now expensive. Different, 15 years ago. If you go north, Nenana, yeah, you can still get acres for nothing. But it's darker up there, colder up there. less people.
Hmm.
Yeah. This is nice for Anchorage people. A lot of people live here. They have their second home, their little cabin, or a little piece of ground where they just
See, he was talking about that on the way.
But they leave from Anchorage and come out here every weekend in the summer, like for their vacation or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
when they retire, they will move out here and sell their Anchorage house.
Wow. So you are out here. So how is the internet connection here? Because when we was driving down the way, it was kind of stopped for a minute. But I noticed you watching NBA over here.
Well, they have Starlink here, and
okay.
they also have whatever GCI or something.
Okay.
So those two things are out here. You lose service, like in the pass, going through Turnagain Pass.
Okay. Yes.
But like 3 years ago, it was worse. They just put in a new tower 2 or 3
Okay,
years
so
ago.
because I noticed I was able to collect phone calls a little bit after.
Yeah, if you go up the road here 5, 6, 7 miles, you lose service, and you don't get it again until the big Kenai sign. It's like on the other side of the pass, like 30 miles away.
Definitely.
It's like gas. It's like all that. You come out here, maybe you don't have those things. Maybe they exist, maybe not.
Before we cut it, is there anything you would like to tell the Alaskan people?
Come to Hope. Some of the people might recognize me. Who knows?
Yeah, I recognize my guy over here. Cool guy, man. He came out and so slow.
These people have been creeping. They know.
Definitely. It's not easy for somebody to see people like me come up to this place and welcome us and talk to us. So for my guy here, hope, we have hope in hope.
We love everybody.
An old story passed around Hope tells of a woman lost her husband while in a mining accident and walked the coast for weeks searching for him. Her spirit is said to appear near the shorelines during the storms, wearing a white dress, staring out to the sea. So this is the Hope Sunrise Historical Museum. This is blocked off right now. But I'm gonna go inside and see what they have here. I don't think this place will be open right now. It looks locked up right now. It's locked. It says it's opened. I don't know, but let's see. It says many of our trees and Alaskan wildflowers are from the garden of Pauline Kowaki, who inspired others to love flowers, both exotic and familiar. That is nice. So I'm guessing this was some of the stuff they used in the gold rush when they was fetching gold. Let me get up close so you guys can see. As you can see, many of these things are rusted, which means they've been sitting here for many, many years as the town sits empty. How you doing today, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, what brought you to Hope, Alaska, and how long have you been living here?
I've been living here on and off probably for like 10 years. I have family that has been here. So just like in high school and college during the summers, I'd come visit. And then after college, decided to kind of move up to Alaska. And Hope's kind of been my like base for most of my Alaska time.
For most of your Alaska, you've been based here for
Yeah,
most
then
of your
I
life?
can work in Girdwood and Seward, and it's still kind of within driving distance.
Distance to come here. And for a person that's in Hope, how is life like here?
I guess it's very seasonal. So like during the summertime, it's like really vibrant, and there's like all this music and different stuff going on. And then the wintertime, it drops down. Only like 150 people live here year round, and it's like more families and pretty quiet, as you've seen so far today. Where yeah, it's pretty relaxing for some, or maybe too quiet for others.
Why do you think people move up here?
Like up to Alaska specifically.
Yeah, or even Hope, Alaska to be specific. Because for people that even stay in Anchorage,
Yeah.
they call us like we stay far away. But what about this place?
I think for a lot of people, like, you know, if you come up to Alaska or if you live in Alaska, you want to live like a rural place. So it's got like the conveniences of being within an hour and a half of Anchorage, but it still like feels like you're out there pretty much. And then I think a lot of people come to Hope because there's like affordable land still. A lot of other parts of Alaska, it's kind of overpriced for most. Yeah, and then I think like the community too for Hope for sure, where a lot of people are looking for like a kind of like an arts community that's not too like over like egoed or whatever, where everyone's accepted, but there's still plenty of stuff going on every weekend in summer.
Is there any local legends to know about or any ghost stories?
Yeah, the sea view around the corner, if you take a right up there, you'll see there's an old building like at the end of the road called it's called the Sea View, and on the side of it it says Ivor Near House, and I guess that guy haunts that building still. And my aunt used to own the building, and she said she's seen him once or twice before. I don't know if it's true, but I'm trying to think of other ones.
I heard there
probably
was
be
a
like the
lady
big
too.
one, but what's that?
I heard there was a lady too.
I don't know. Is that not okay? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of them with people who've lived in Hope now for like 140 years, and it's, you know, back in the mining days, it was definitely harder times. I'm sure there's pretty wild stories.
Definitely. Wow, that is. I seen the school. The school said it was open from 1936, 38.
Yeah. So this one is the old schoolhouse, and then they built a newer, like updated one that's like actually like a pretty big, nice building. But yeah, I think this building's like just about 100 years old.
How do the community come together in difficult times, especially in the winter?
I'd say a variety of ways. Like we do a lot of events on the weekends where it's like puzzle night or like we corner like that. Or if you go around the corner over the sea view a little bit later, there's a social hall, which like once or twice a month there's an event where like it's really just a really big room where kind of the community comes together, and most like little small quorums people have are dropped, and yeah. And then in the summertime, we have this 2 or 3 big events that are like 5K runs that the street will be full of people, and yeah, it's like really busy, and a lot of people make it an effort to be there.
Definitely, man. Very much. Thank you very much, man. It was really nice talking to you.
Journeys, and nice to meet you.
Thank you, definitely.
There is a crumbling cabin on the outskirts of Hope. There is a hermit where a hermit once lived. He kept it to himself, believed in spirits, and eventually vanished. Visitors claim the air around the cabin feels colder, and sometimes you can smell cigar smoke, even though no one is around. Some say in the early settlements was building too close to Resurrection Creek and washed away in the flood. Along with its people, locals reported hearing children laughing in the woods and seeing lighters flicking near the water edge. Hope isn't haunted in a horror movie sense. It's haunted by time, by dreams that
This
faded,
whole place looks abandoned.
by lives
that were left behind. The ghosts of hope are not to scare, their memories lingering around. This isn't a town filled with ghosts, it's a town made of them. Hopes that never struck gold, names withering off in the grass stones,
So right
and
now,
stories still
we at the
waiting
end
to be
of
told.
Hope. You can no longer go past this sign. This is a trail, it's called the Porcupine Campgrounds. But this is the end of Hope. And after this road, you can no longer go. So our experience here was very nice. We came and experienced a city in a mysterious city, an underrated city in Alaska. Came here and only met 2 people in the whole town. And you see old places. This place is still reserved. It's been the same way it's been since the gold mine times. This place is well known for gold. It's been known since America discovered gold. People moved into this town. It was a gold rush, but you can still tell that the gold rush feeling still rings around in the air for the few people that stay here. Thank you everybody who watched this, and let us know where you would want me to go next in Alaska or anywhere in the world. Thank you very much for watching this documentary.
Long before the Klondike or Nome Gold Rush, Hope was one of the first places in Alaska where gold was discovered. In 1896, gold was found in the Resurrection Creek, just a few miles away from where the town now sits. This sparked a small but significant gold rush, attracting prospectors from California, Washington, and even Europe. Hope was found the same year as the famous Klondike gold rush in Canada, but it doesn't get nearly the same attention. Hope quickly became a bustling gold camp. Tents, cabins, and boxes lined in the creek. A small port developed to bring in supplies from Seward and ship out gold. Prospectors walk day and night, often waist deep in icy waters, panning for flakes and nuggets. The town was named Hope by optimistic miners who believe they have struck its rich. The town was named Hope by optimistic miners who believe they struck it rich.